In poker, the deadliest mistake isn't losing a hand. It's letting the pot grow too big before you shut it down. The more chips on the table, the harder and more expensive it becomes to push your opponent out. In power, the principle is the same. If you allow rivals to gather strength, sympathy, or resources, you'll pay 10 times more to remove them later. The secret is ruthless simplicity. Never let the pot build. Never let competition breathe. History is filled with examples of this law in action, all of which could be yours for a price. For instance, there's the Medici family in Renaissance Italy. They didn't win Florence through elections or referendums. They seized control in the shadows, bought key positions, bribed officials, and crushed anyone who threatened their rise. Within a few generations, the Medici became synonymous with Florence, shaping its politics, economy, and art. It was a subtle takeover, but the end result was absolute. But we're not here to talk about history today. We're here to talk about money. And if you want to make money, you need to know when to fold, when to walk away. In poker, it's called knowing when you're beat. In business, it's knowing when a market is saturated. When everyone's rushing into a sector, competition is heating up. Resources are getting scarcer. It's time to look elsewhere. But this isn't easy. It goes against human nature. Most people would rather fight for a shrinking piece of pie than risk leaving the table empty-handed. But that's exactly what separates winners from losers, a willingness to walk away from a dying hand. What about when you see giants like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos diving headfirst into new industries? What's the right move then? The answer depends on your position. If you're a small player, fold. If you're an industry leader, consider raising. The secret to survival is understanding the odds. Look at the streaming service Netflix. They didn't invent streaming. That was a side bet made by a cable company called Blockbuster. It was supposed to be a simple way for customers to rent movies online. But then Netflix came along and made it easier. And suddenly Blockbuster was facing a monster. Their tiny side bet had grown into a massive threat. There was only one thing left to do: fold. This happens all the time. A huge company overlooks a side bet, fails to capitalize on it, and before they know it, they're facing a new competitor. It seems unfair, but that's the way the game works. If you spot a trend early, you can ride it to a fortune. But if you're late to the party, you might not even get a seat at the table. In business, the secret is to study the titans. See where they're betting big and ask yourself, should I be playing this hand? As you learn these laws, put them to the test. Apply them to your work, your relationships, and your life. Each law is a piece of the puzzle, a clue to help you solve the game of power. Don't rush the journey. Understand the rules and use them wisely. Every decision, every interaction is a chance to gain power. Are you ready to play? Do you feel like you're constantly on the edge of a big break, but it never comes? The truth is, you might be playing the wrong game altogether. The solution is in the rarest of places, hidden in plain sight. Check out this video to uncover where the real opportunities lie. Now here's the deal. This knowledge is the key to your success, but it's useless if you don't put it into action. Tell me, how will you use this law in your life or business? Share your thoughts below. Your comment might just change the way you play the game forever. We've only scratched the surface of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Are you ready to dive deeper? We've distilled the wisdom from books into bite-sized lessons because understanding these laws is just the beginning. It's like having a cheat sheet for life, but better because it's all in your hands. So keep learning, keep growing, and above all, keep playing the game. The world is your oyster, and we're here to help you crack it open.